I was talking to Melania when he was running in 2020. First lady said to me, "Do you think my husband should run for the presidency or not?" And I said, "Are you asking as a United States citizen, or are you asking me as a dear friend?" Answer dear friend first. I think he'd be out of his mind to do it. I think he should get a big boat, sail in the Mediterranean, come to the Caribbean in the winter, enjoy his family, watch Barron grow. Now tell me how you would answer that as a US citizen. And I said, I pray to God he runs. I've got a deep respect for his presidency and him having won and him being my president. That's what I call him, my president. But he's first and foremost my friend. I'm blessed to know him in a way that's different than many. So I feel it's my responsibility, if asked, to speak on his behalf, to tell people how I know him, to explain to people the nature of the man, his core values. It pains me when I sit in an environment and people don't hear that about him.
Just one final, a friend of mine who's been a friend for a long time, one of the most successful people in New York and Florida and all around. Wherever he goes, he's successful. He never fails. He really doesn't. He's very extraordinary. Mr. Steve Witkoff, he's right here. Steve, stand up. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Got one of the great families, too. One of the great families.
I believe in him, and that's the reason I went to his trial. That's the reason I testified for him in the AG case. That's the reason why I say to him, call me anytime that you might need me. He's my friend, and I have a great respect for the sacrifice he has made to do this. The difference between him and many is that he's not going to play the victim. It's not how hard you get hit, it's how you jump up off the mat. He jumps up off the mat, and he does it for all of us.
As I was saying,
I think we need to put something in here too.
Oh no, we have a camera right there.
I'm saying panoplies or something here and in here to try to eat some of the space. What a powerful statement for the president to come back. We put the stage right where it was last time. For him to come back, I mean, everything's got to be perfect.
Satellite truck won't be necessary, but it'll just run from that pole over to the press riser. Today's a nice day. Last couple days weren't so nice, a little bit muddy and rainy, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good event.
We've seen over the last few days here, probably about 100 people cycle through between the local union team and everybody else. I mean, it's really incredible, the operation behind moving the president around.
Press riser, bigger than before. Stadium seating, bigger than before. Stage, bigger than before. Everything's going to be bigger.
We got a screen out there. We got a 15 by 25, then another one right here, just because not everybody's going to have direct line of sight when they're on the ground to the president. You'll start feeling a rumble in the ground when those speaker systems kick on. You're going to hear this one from Lake Erie. It's going to be incredible.
This will all be blocked off the way we've designed it. It's going to be super secure. There's line of sight blockers everywhere. You won't be able to see anybody or anything going on in there. It'll look beautiful. You'll think it was designed for the look of it, but safety actually.
Chuck again. Yeah, we are with you.
That is so awesome.
Here we are again. Same flag. Same flag.
Literally,
we had it folded nicer.
It
has grease. I'll tell you.
Grease stains.
When we put it up, you'll see the one grease stain that runs over one of the stripes.
But how cool is that? I mean, that's original.
I'll tell you what makes it really great. Veteran, 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 veteran.
We even changed our logo of our shirt.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, turn around.
We'll make it happen, right?
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen, honey.
I would go around the hook again.
I'll hold it, you tie it. Tight as we can. We're 15 foot to this one, pretty much spot on with the truck, centered with the stage.
We've got probably space for about 5,000 inside this main seating section, maybe a little bit more. So I mean, you're gonna see tens of thousands of people on this site. We've put a lot into this. Our team back at HQ and on the road's been working hard on this one.
It's kind of cool to come back and give some closure to the city. We're going to be able to do an amazing pre-program that honors what happened here before.
We went to the fire department and we picked up Corey's jacket, boots, suspenders, and his helmet like you saw at convention. And we're taking in the back bleacher there on that stage right side where he was sitting when the heinous acts happened. It'll be, I think, a really powerful statement here.
Hopefully they feel honored and a tremendous amount of love from not just us here and the people here, but everywhere that's watching from all over the world.
If you will direct your attention skyward, you will see the members of the Frog X parachute team. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Frog X parachute team.
Great to be here. Great to be here with you again. It's surreal, but I'm looking forward to playing a small role in the healing process in this community, and looking forward to the good and turning a new page with our special relationship with President Trump. It's an honor to be here. It's going to be a reassurance to me and to everybody here that Butler County means a lot to him, and that he does love and respect us enough to come back here despite what happened here and nearly losing his life. It means a lot to me.
How'd I do? You did well, sir. Listen, I wasn't up there the first time, but this was absolutely what a feeling. Getting up and running for the Trump rally, and the people are awesome. There's sheriffs from out the Commonwealth, from Adams County, Gettysburg, all over the place. And it's just a great section of sheriffs. So a big shout out to all of our first responders that were here in July and that are here today protecting all of us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump is making his entrance.
Copy. Weber, come back to Bobcat arrival, please. We have him 10 minutes out. Colton, let's get him in hold and then clear everybody from there. I mean, let's see how they pop out of the cars, but at least him and his detail, let's get him to hold, and then we'll pull people. Sir, how are you? Good. We'll greet him on his cars, and he's going to go do some media. And then we'll give you a quick tour, show you what you can see backstage. We'll show you offstage announce. We got the program currently running. Take a look at that, and then we'll bring you back in here for the president's arrival. Chris, how are you, sir?
Good to see you,
Good.
man.
Good to see you too, man.
Did you sleep any last night?
No, not much, but it's all good. How's the trip been? Smooth?
Oh yeah, no issues.
You've been with the Trump family longer than anyone.
So I think it's going on 16 years. And that's what makes it interesting, is I've seen the family and how people treated them before politics and after. 16 years, started off running Eric Trump's charity for St. Jude, which he's raised over $40 million for at this point.
Look at the children that he raised. They're all accomplished, well-educated. He laughs, I think, and defers and says, oh, you know, my wife did that. But I think the president's got something to do with it.
He's raised 5 of the best kids I've ever known and had the honor to call friends.
All of his children are there for him. Every single one of them.
I always say it's not hyperbole, they truly saved my life. I relapsed with cocaine in 2012, I believe. I had already been working for them for about 4 or 5 years. You know, very high pressure job working for the largest real estate, company in the world at the time. When I relapsed, Eric Trump called me into his office, confronted me about my drug use. As I'm basically lying to his face, I'm fidgeting and I look up and he's got tears in his eyes. And that's when I just lost it. I started crying like a baby, and I was like, "You're right." And he's like, "Lynn, you're better than this. We want you to get the help that you need." Laura Trump was on the phone, speakerphone. His brother and sister later, supported me in my endeavor, and I got some outpatient assistance. And then when their father still wanted me to work in Washington, I was just floored because they gave me another chance. And I don't think people see that side of this family enough. They were born and bred in this lifestyle, and they live, breathe, and eat it. But they're willing to walk away from all of that for this great country.
Please welcome to the stage Eric Trump and RNC co-chair Laura Trump.
Do you remember that you interviewed me for like the first 3 minutes of the Biden debate?
What do you guys want to talk about?
So yeah, I just want to
I'm
talk
talking to you, not to the camera.
You're talking to
Right.
me, yeah. And like as it was going on, I was like, holy shit, he's done.
Trump that they don't have is already starting out terribly for Biden, which is good.
I can't even understand him right now, actually.
I can't.
Do you know what he's even saying?
No, and he coughs in the beginning. It's just not a good way to start this thing.
It's fucking over.
It's in the
and
episode.
that was okay. I mean, could you see my face going like?
Look, we're 30 seconds into this thing. Biden does not sound good right now. So
You have to see You're like, what's going on with his voice?
You have to see it. You will love it.
I mean, that is like great. That is great video.
President of the United States, Senator
It's interesting. A friend suggested it to me. It's a Merle Haggard song, and I'm pretty sure it's a protest song from the Bush days, which is a pretty fascinating and appropriate. The line, the way that it starts out is, "Why don't we liberate these United States? They're the ones who need it the most." And there's a lot of talk in the song about crumbling infrastructure, roads and bridges not working, and I think it just drives home really to me like what the Trump movement is fundamentally about, which is making America work for Americans again. And in some ways, it's like a very strong reaction.
Now, after the heartache of that day, our nation hoped to turn a page. Of course, he was physically okay because he was calling me, but I said, "Sir, are you doing okay?" Donald Trump took a bullet for democracy. What the hell have you done? And I have to admit, I'm maybe the only person in Butler, Pennsylvania that feels that way, but I feel a little bad for Tim.
What's up, dude? Hey. How are you? See you, man.
Yeah.
How you been? Great. Yeah. You gonna speak out there?
Yeah, I think President Trump's gonna pull me in like halfway through or something like that.
Okay. That's my son's favorite shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
He has that exact t-shirt. Have you been pointing people to swamp the vote? That's what I've been doing.
What's that?
It's just a good website.
Yeah.
Basically, you put in your zip code, it tells you registration status, shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Swamp the vote, okay.
Swamp the vote, yeah. Swampthevote.com.
If you want to vote by mail, here's how. Here's
Okay,
when.
yeah.
And if you want to vote in person,
Swampthevote.com.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll still mention that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what's going on in North Carolina with you guys, because it's so hard to sift through all the bullshit.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of bullshit. It's
Yeah.
insane.
But your sense is basically it's like bureaucratic incompetence is slowing the delivery.
Yeah,
of
it's like the normal catch-22.
Yeah.
In fact, the issue we encountered was a catch-22 situation. So the FAA had a NOTAM, which is that you can't fly, you can't land in the area unless you say which individuals you're going to meet, which doesn't make any sense because you're trying to give people communications.
Yes.
How they're supposed to communicate via the internet.
Yeah.
When they don't have internet communication.
That's right.
Hello.
Just like
how are we supposed to know?
Yeah.
They can't communicate.
Yeah.
That's why we're
That's why you're bringing the communication equipment. That's right.
This is this is insane.
It's fucking nuts.
It's fucking nuts. We don't know who we're some person that's stranded on a mountain.
Yeah.
What their name is?
Yeah.
If they had
the fire
connectivity,
department, right?
we would have needed.
we just got the Starlink at our fire department.
Yeah.
And so now the whole community has a place that's got a hub.
That's amazing.
So it's real impact.
Seriously,
no.
thank you for what you're doing, man.
That's
Seriously,
sure.
it's incredible.
Sure, be helpful. I'm looking for any credit. Like, only reason I raced this is because they wouldn't get it planned. Yeah. So we're not looking for any, credit or anything. We're just trying to get stuff to people. Sure. Well, yeah. Totally crazy. The cement warehouse is filled with stuff.
Yeah. The stuff.
They're not distributing, and they're supposed to distribute it, but they're as efficient as the DMV is at getting you a picture with a little plastic card with your photo on it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
You have an entire DMV apparatus that all they have to do is just give you a picture, a plastic laminated card with your picture.
Right.
And they're frequently outfoxed by high school students in their mom's basement.
Yep. The power of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my sense, Elon, is there's no command and control on the ground. You need somebody who could just break through all the bullshit.
For sure.
And that doesn't exist.
That would be the game changer.
Yeah.
My brother was a very faithful man of God, and if he knew that people were praying for our family and that his memory was bringing people to God, he would feel like that his work is done, that this is maybe what he died for, maybe this was his mission. I mean, we don't know, but just to see all these people coming together and putting their differences aside and realizing that the rhetoric in this country, the temperature's dialed up too far, and this is what happens. This is what happened.
And I dedicate this flag painting to a hero, a legend, a family man, a God man, a fireman, a patriot man, a man that they're gonna sing songs around campfires 50 years from now. And his name is Corey.
My sister just made it.
One, it's very bittersweet, right? Because you have Corey Compatore, who lost his life coming to a Trump rally, doing one of the most fundamental things we do in our politics, which is go and support candidates, cheer for them, rally for them. And then at the same time, it's obviously a celebration because people out there are amped up and they're excited. Donald Trump's coming back. He could have lost his life 8 weeks ago. Thank God he didn't. So to me, it's like, I don't know, so much of life, man, is a tension between the bitter and the sweet. And this is a very intense version of that.
I think it would be meaningful to him. I think that he would be proud of all of us for coming here because, all of us had that element of fear.
I wanted to see where I was standing that day, and this definitely gives you chills. I remember I took a photo of the snipers right before I saw all of the cat guys running to go over there.
Oh, let's say it was there, right about there.
Let's say it was back here. I was over here, and I ran this way and got behind a car wheel over there. A little eerie, pretty surreal being back here. It's a weird feeling. It's, you almost have no words. It's just unbelievable. But we wanted to celebrate the life of Corey today, and we're really doing that.
My mom couldn't be here. She just couldn't bring herself to come. Today's her birthday. This is all still very, very raw, very real. Last thing she said to him is, "I love you, be safe." This is hard for all of us, and I think that he would be proud of us for coming here and facing all of this so we can hopefully move past this.
You could give me a check for $1 million for the painting I just did, and I'd throw it right in the garbage. It's for Corey.
Can you kind of tell me what's going
on? So right now the head-on camera is we're not able to see it back. So something probably got knocked out or unplugged or something like that. That pressurizer's pretty damn cold. So
Getting around's a whole thing for
it is. So we'll just
usually hard, but now it's
look. We have all these chutes, so we just go out, around, and over.
I have another disclaimer. I used to be a Democrat. Please forgive me for that.
Right in the front.
Be out here at 4:30.
Nothing.
That was on. It is now still an operating system.
Yeah, just get on
Harrisburg. You're committed. You can do a lot for your community, and I'm going to ask you at the end of the speech to do something. It's for Donald Trump and community.
Okay, that's good.
So I have to.
Sometimes it's something as simple as just someone unplugging the power cord when there's several hundred people on that little riser.
Yes, right. No, you're special. I think you'll like this. Let me know afterward. Call me tomorrow. Let me know what you think.
I think you're going to do great.
What do they have? Over 100,000. And she feels very good about our chances, I think I can say, right?
In my state.
I think North Carolina. We're going to win North Carolina. It's better win Pennsylvania.
She knows all about it than anybody. She's the best writer on what you call the Rust Belt, I think. And I wish
Should
her
be
luck.
easy name. Rust Belt's a terrible name. The Steel Belt. How
What
about that?
What do people like about him? Things people like about you. Make things.
Yeah.
People respect
Makes
people
so many.
that make things.
I mean, that is my day job.
Right? But
My day jobs.
that is part of the American ethos,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You provide that Starlink to North Carolina and no commit and to Georgia. One phone.
I want to thank you for that.
Most welcome, of course.
That's my people.
You guys still
Try to be as helpful as possible.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, darling.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay, so you're going to say it's 6:11. Yeah. And you're going to give me my lines of sight. Yeah.
So 6:11.
Okay.
So it'll be relatively early.
Wow. That guy, yeah, he's really good. Give me a pen, please. Got to thicken it. That's a good start. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, great job.
You ready, sir? You going out there, right?
No, go on.
You go out.
No, I just have that.
But in our nation's darkest moments, when all seems lost, when the cause seems...
Ready? I'm waiting for the VOG. Justin, wait for the VOG.
Yes, sir.
Hit it.
Exactly 12 weeks ago this evening on this very ground, a cold-blooded assassin aimed to silence me and to silence the greatest movement, MAGA, in the history of our country. But by the hand of Providence and the grace of God, that villain did not succeed in his goal. He did not stop our movement. He did not break out our spirit. He did not shake our unyielding resolve to save America from evils of poverty, hatred, and destruction. Yet we are here this evening in record numbers. This is a big crowd. This is a big one. This is a big one. It is 6:11. 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence.
There's a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you?
We're honored to be joined tonight, and he is a truly incredible guy. And I don't say that often. His name is Elon Musk. He saved free speech. Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
Hi, everyone. Now, America is the home of the brave. And there's no true test than courage under fire. The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech. Free speech is the bedrock of democracy. That's why it's the First Amendment. Vote, vote, vote. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote.
Forward to January 20th. Yep, we'll do that.
He's the Arnie Palmer of embracing crowds. He believes that but for the electorate, he's not the president of the United States. So he embraces with everybody.
It was great. It was great. They did a great job.
I just don't think that there's any question that politics had something to do with the assets that detail was given that day.
To all those people that have been beating this drum, Donald Trump doesn't have a heart. He doesn't care about people.
No, it's preposterous. I mean, it's preposterous.
What do you say to them?
You are talented.
I say you don't know him. That's what I say. I say you don't know him. His team will make any sacrifice for him. You have to be a good person to instill that sense of loyalty. That Secret Service team he's got on his side, look at how fast they rushed in. It's a great team. Those guys who stay around him, they're like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, and they are ready to pounce. I think that they wake up every single day and say, I'm putting my life on the line, and I'm glad to do it. I think some of them have friendships with the president and genuinely really like him, but every single one of them regards the oath that they took to protect his life as paramount.
Should I just sing her? How many of you on one stop?
How many men do you know who have made the kind of money he's made at 77 years old, who continue to take the punches that he takes?
I'll never forget that when he won, before any of these New York investigations, I said, honestly, why don't you just incorporate in Florida where you can practice without, threat of partisan investigations and all this nonsense, plus the taxes are better. And Eric Trump said to me, Lynn, we would never do that because not everybody could relocate. Not everybody could go down there. This is a family who would rather lose billions of dollars, get sued, get indicted, get shot at, get impeached, than inconvenience one family that works for him in New York. That I get a little emotional because That's the Trump family I know, and that's why I'm here.
President Trump is on the phone right now. I'm going to turn it over to him.
Well, thank you very much, Carolyn. You're doing a great job. And hello, Ohio. It's a special state. I won it twice by a lot, and we're going to win it again. Hundreds of thousands of people on the line, and we see how jammed it is. But I just wanted to interrupt it. And to me, it's an honor to have him. Elon Musk, and he can talk as long as he wants, and I'll be with you as soon as he's finished.
I believe in loyalty. I believe in integrity. Who would want to have somebody who's not loyal? That makes no sense to me. That doesn't mean you have to pledge allegiance to the person every single day when you wake up, but you want to feel good that they're on your team.
It's not one that may very well be the last election.
Thank you, Elon, very much. It's an honor to have you. He's one of the great entrepreneurs ever in the history of our country, and stirred up the whole place. And basically, he said, get out and register, get out and vote. And I want to thank you very much
Most welcome.
for being with us.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
And thanks for the help in North Carolina, Georgia, and every other state you've been helping in. Nobody's done what he's done. Thank you very much.
It was an honor. Thank you.
So, with that, it's a great honor to have you with us. We have hundreds of thousands of people on the line, and we will never recover if Kamala gets that position. Much, much more radical left than Bernie Sanders. She's imposed a catastrophic natural, the single most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Carolyn, you'll take over. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Thank you.
Everybody was watching it. It was amazing. And
That's a lot of work. That's tougher than doing the rally in a certain way.
Sir, you got Laura. You want to go Laura?
Where's Laura?
She's there.
Where? Right over here, right? Okay.
There's going to be 120 people staged behind in a small...
120 people?
Yeah.
Think of what it must have taken for him to go back there and just get right back up.
When he interviewed him on X, Musk said, you know, it's just inspiring what he did. And that's something that a president should be, inspiring.
Still not done. I'm such a workhorse. It's amazing.
He's not letting Butler end with the assassination attempt. You couldn't leave this with this community that was the last instance. But he did something else. For a nation to heal, anybody will tell you, you got to go back to the location it started.
A beautiful woman would make me do that. I've never done one after a rally like that. Am I okay over here?
Yeah, the shot looks really good, sir.
You look great.
You look better in the White House.
It wasn't really a political rally. It meant so much more. When the president says, as I was saying, what he's saying is, I'm finishing this speech. I'm going to finish my job. I got one more term. I'm going to do the very best for this nation, and I'll never give up on it.
We had to sort of come back and complete the circle, and that's what we did.
His campaign staff, nobody wants to do anything other than work for him.
You do want a president who is going to lead in attitude, not just in policy. FDR, who stands up and says we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I think Trump embodies that, and he has proven that he is who he says he is. He is the tough guy and the brave guy that he says he is. And at this point, you can dislike him, but you can't disrespect him.
Can I go home now, Laura?
That was really a special thing for Butler to be known as he came back, as opposed to who was where he almost was killed. It was actually a triumphant part 2, a sequel that's better than the first.